Hello and welcome, beautiful, vibrant souls, to this week's Astrocast. This is going to be looking at the week ahead, covering the week of August 1st, 2022 through August 7th, 2022. So hello to all of my old friends and a warm welcome to all my new friends who might be here for the first time. I'm just going to give a brief rundown of how astrocasting works for the unfamiliar, the uninitiated, so you can join us on this journey. As you see, we have this lovely circular board with 12, excuse me, oh my god, I'm sorry, divided into 12 segments, and these represent the 12 houses of the zodiac and their natural areas of rulership. Now, this is with a caveat that this is a general read based on their natural areas of rulership, but this might play out for you differently based on your own personal astrology. So this could be talking about your house placements, your planetary placements, interplanetary aspects, any important transits going on, as well as just the circumstances of your own personal life journey up until this point. So if you are looking for an astrocast for yourself that's very personalized toward you, please feel free to DM me. I don't currently offer it as a standing reading in my shop, but if I get enough comments on these videos or requests, I will add it. But I'm happy to make a custom reading for you to look at your, week, month, 6 months, year ahead, just depending on what you're looking for. So yes, anyway, we have the 12 houses and their natural areas of rulership. So what we do for astrocasting is we reach into this lovely teeny tiny tarot pool here. Like, look at this. Look at these teeny little lovers. They're so cute. Oh my god. So I reach in blindly and grab the cards that I feel most drawn to, blindly cast them on the board, and then interpret the cards based on, or the energies of the cards in the areas of life they correspond to. So that's a brief rundown of how it works. I think that's everything that I wanted to go over and get into before we jump in, but let's look at our week ahead. I hope you guys are having an amazing week. This week coming up is actually the week of my birthday. I'm excited. So happy birthday to anybody else who's having one too. Feel free to shout it out. Put it in the comments, babies. Sorry, it's really hard for me to do this with my eyes shut. I have no idea why. I feel like I should go for one more. Is it one more? Yeah, okay. It's this one. Okay. So lots of good stuff to get into this week. Oh, okay. I like this, actually. We're getting a little bit of a mix here. So I want to just mention for those who are new, as you can see, we have situations like this. We have this Ace of Wands where the bottom of the card is facing inward toward the middle. This is a very clearly upright card. And similarly, like we have with the Nine of Swords and the Queen of Pentacles, when the top of the card is facing toward the middle, it's very clearly reversed. Normally when it's on its side, I take that to mean the energy is in flux, but we don't have any of those this week. And when you have a situation like what we see here, where it's between two houses, this means that this energy can apply to both those areas of life. Wow, this is a really unique spread. So if you've been watching my Astrocast for a minute, which thank you, by the way, if you have. I know they're not everybody's favorite, but I love doing them, and they're just something a little different. If you've been following this for at least like a few weeks or a month or so, you'll know that we've had a lot of cards come out on their side, a lot of energy in flux, a lot of movement. We've had a lot of cards bordering houses, but this one we have a lot of very clear uprights, reversals, and they're very distinctly in the houses. That's so funny. So after a long period of energy being in flux, things might finally be kind of moving forward a little bit. For a lot of us this week. That's so exciting. We also have the Lionsgate portal coming up, not this week, but the first day of the following week. So we might be kind of tapping into that energy a little bit more. We also did just recently enter Leo season. Excuse me. Oh my gosh. Okay, there we go. So that might be kind of impacting the energy as well, because I do see a couple of Wands cards. We have some fiery energy going on. But yes, let's start with this. So first of all, I want to go through a rundown of what we have. We have the Ace of Wands upright in the 7th house. I know what you guys are thinking. I'm thinking it too. We have this Knight of Swords in the 10th house. This could represent an air sign, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Does not have to, but it could. We have this Queen of Pentacles reversed in the 3rd house. This could represent a feminine earth energy, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Does not have to, but it could. We have the Nine of Swords reversed in the 4th house, and we have the Four of Wands bordering the 4th and 5th house. So one thing I want to kind of say is this is going to be a fabulous week for relationships. Just like across the board, like, I don't know, something's in the air, something's in the water, something's in something, or it's going to be. That's fucked up. I'm sorry. But yeah, so, and I say this because we have this Ace of Wands in the 7th house. So for some of you, if you're already in partnership and connection with somebody, this is going to be a great week. You know, we have this 4 of Wands bordering the 5th house. The 5th house is deals with romance in part. And the 7th house can be a house of partnership. So these two together, especially with the Wands cards and with very positive Wands cards, excuse me, there's going to be an energetic renewal in love. If you're in an established connection, it's like somebody is breathing the romance back into this connection. If you meet somebody this week, it's likely to be a very passionate situation. Now, normally I would say maybe not that long, long lasting. It might be short lived, just because the Ace of Wands is that attraction, that passion, that initial inspiration. It's also very heavy on the sexual attraction. But we do have this 4 of Wands balancing it out in the 5th house, right? So I do see, and especially where it's in the house of partnerships, that does kind of help balance it out. This Ace of Wands in the house of partnerships. I do see that there's like a new wave of passion, again, a breath of fresh air for connections this week. It's like the romance is back. So if you're single, you might meet somebody this week, or you might have a lot of, even though it's not really here, I'm getting kind of like really like passionate, like back and forth messaging. You might be like sexting with somebody a bunch, which I know I'm showing my age by saying the phrase sexting, but that's okay. We're fine. You might be snapping people a lot for sure. It's just like there's a lot of chemical attraction, but I like that it's backed up with the 4 of Wands. This is the 1111 card. This can talk about a divine counterpart union. Excuse me. For some of you, you're going to be attending a wedding. This could be a wedding at somebody's home because it borders the 4th house, or somebody who is in your family or like family to you. And this is where you meet somebody and you might have this like instant spark of attraction, and this might kind of be the beginning of a lovely romance. But I do kind of see this here, that there's a sense of, renewed excitement and like falling in love again, or falling in love with somebody, just like really falling in love with the moment, the experience you're having with them. But there is a certain element of like solidity to it. It's not just kind of this, fly by the seat of your pants, burns brightly and then burns out kind of an energy. There's real potential here. For something a little bit more solid. You and this person, I feel like you guys just feed off each other's energy in the best way, right? This is like, you have great banter with this person, you have good conversations. Maybe this person might be a great dancer for some of you. Or you really like to dance with this person. It's like something I'm getting, like you might also just really like to move your body with this person. And yes, I mean that in an obvious way. But this also could be like where you like to dance with them. You like to stand near them. It feels like the energy that's coming off of them feels good for you, no matter how that's expressed, right? They have excitement, they have passion, they have zest for life, at least, in the settings that you're spending time with them in this week. But I feel like you guys just vibe, you guys just understand each other. For some of you, and I'm not saying this as strongly, but I will put it out here for some of you, there's this new beginning in a relationship, and this may very heavily deal with, a partner might be asking you if you want to move in with them. A partner might be asking you if you want to meet their family, if you want to go with them to a wedding, whatever this is. It's an important step, and it's a completely new beginning in this partnership. Excuse me. So I really do like to see that quite a lot. And for some of you, if you have a partner who's asking you to move in with them or move with them, I'm not seeing a lot of long distance cards, but I will put that in case it's like moving with them. With the 9 of Swords reversed in the 4th house, this really like deals with things that you've been stressing about, you've been worrying about. So like, let's say, if you're, like this is just an example. Let's say if you're in a relationship and you live separately, right? If you have a roommate and your roommate just suddenly moves out, you might be stressing about like, shit, how am I going to cover rent this month? Or how am I going to, I got to find somebody that I can, live with, that I can deal with. Like there's just like stress about your home situation with the 4th house. And this, this might be the thing that prompts your partner to be like, well, why don't we talk about moving in together? It's been long enough. Like, this is as good a time as any. Why don't we talk about it? And it like helps really deal with these issues. For some of you, you've been really wanting a relationship to go to the next level. Oh my God, I'm sorry. And there's finally like an offer that's made, a question that's asked. There's, you know, there's a lot of excitement, right? Where maybe like you've been talking with your partner about like, I want to meet your family, or, you know, like I said, if your partner's maybe like a guest at a wedding, you've been kind of hinting around wanting to go with them, but it means something. That's the whole thing, is like behind this gesture, there might be practical reasons for it, but there's significant energy and meaning. And you might really find this week that like, if this has been a sticking point for you and your partner consistently, they might offer this now and they're very excited about it now. There's something where like they may have been hesitant or on the fence and this was very stressful for you, but them coming forward with this offer this week, you're just like, okay, great. Like the offer is nice, but it's really the significance behind it where you're like, okay, I know where we stand, or, you know, we are taking the next step, things are moving forward. And it kind of like quells any fears and it answers questions for you. So I love that. Oh my God, I'm sorry. Now, for some of you with this combination, I feel like there's been a living situation. You know, the fourth house is home, family, emotional foundations. There's been a situation, I'm feeling really for a lot of you, a living situation, though this can apply to a family situation, that's been very, very stressful. And the energy I'm really picking up on with the 9 of Swords here reversed is I feel like you've been in this area of like, how am I going to solve this? How am I going to fix this problem? What am I going to do here? You know, my hands are tied. I'm stuck like this. And there's something where this week the answer is coming to you, or things are finally turning a corner. I do feel like there's an offer being made. Excuse me. For some of you, you might be relocating for a job, and that kind of like deals with your home situation. For others of you, you're getting an offer to move in, you know, possibly with a Leo with this 5th house. But you're getting an offer to move in with like friends. These are soul family. There's something here where you're getting a very, very happy, solid offer, right? That brings you a lot of joy, especially bordering the 4th and 5th house. Something that feels like this is a perfect representation of these two energies, right? Because it's something that feels solid and stable and grounded with that 4th house energy, like it's part of your family, it's part of your home, but you're also very joyous and excited and passionate about it with that 5th house, right? So there's something where like all the pieces are coming together. And the reason why I'm saying this probably has to do with a home or a living situation is because of this 9 of Swords, specifically only in the 4th house, right? So this is why I'm saying there may have been like a family situation or something with your living situation where it's like, I don't know how I'm going to fix this. I don't know how I'm going to solve this. Even if this is something as simple as like, or not simple, but like as straightforward as like, you know, I'm not happy where I am. I wish I had more friends where I was living. I wish I was more comfortable in my living situation or my hometown. It's like there's something where you've been really, really stressing out about it, and it's all the pieces are coming together this week. I do want to pull for, in that kind of situation, what this is looking like, if this is not like a, you know, offer from a partner type of thing. It's this one. Okay, yeah, Page of Swords. So for some of you, again, more air sign energy, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. For some of you, you're getting online communication where somebody is, you're either like connecting with soul family online, so you start to like feel better, feel less isolated. You could be getting like starting to work on more of a hobby with the 5th house or a passion. You could be learning something that really aligns with your passion, and just like this could be something you're doing in your home. You could start to like meet online with friends more, so it is in your home, but it's bringing you closer to soul family, but it like is revitalizing to you. So whatever this was that was worrying you about, and like I said, the 4th house can really deal with your emotional foundations as well. Whatever it was that was really worrying you and stressing you out, or like, I'm never going to be able to make friends, I'm never going to find my soul tribe, you know, I'm never going to find my passion, my purpose, things like that. These kind of like, you know, mundane, like more mundane things like living situation, and then bigger questions behind it, like those are getting answered for you this week. The pieces are starting to come together. Sorry, the lighting is changing so much. There's clouds overhead. And this might come from an air sign. This, like I said, could come from people that you see online or that you meet with online, that you see on social media. But this is going to answer your question. For some of you, like I said, you're getting news, and we see this a little bit with that 3rd house, but and also the 10th house here. You're getting news that's going to clear up any hesitation. Oh, I meant to say any doubts. Hesitation is coming through though. So any hesitations, any doubts, you're going to be able to finally move forward, and it's going to be a massive stress relief for you. So good for you. Pour yourself a drink. You're going to have earned one, or whatever you like to do, boo. A smoothie, like a smoke, I don't know. That's between you and your gods, my love. So yeah, I love seeing that very positive energy shift here. I'm really, really liking this. Then we have this Queen of Pentacles in the 3rd house, and she's reversed. This might be one of the only areas that is a little bit, I don't feel like it's like a bad kind of thing, but a little bit less stellar this week. So you could be dealing with an earth sign, like I said, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. This could be somebody who is a sibling with the 3rd house. Excuse my hiccup. This could be a sibling. This could be somebody in your kind of immediate surroundings, like in your apartment building, in your neighborhood, in your schools. Excuse me. This could be somebody you went to school with. You know, somebody in your like direct, tangible community. You could also be waiting for news from this person. Sorry about sniffling, by the way. My allergies are always awful. You could have been waiting for news from this person. I'm really drawn into the mountain in the background. So I feel like you've been through some obstacles, significant obstacles with this person or in this situation. This could also have to do with a work situation. I do want to kind of pull a clarifier here, but like in a minute. Actually, I'd like to finish my thought first. Sorry. First things first, but not in that order. So yeah, with this situation, I feel like you're either not going to be getting news that you've been waiting for, or it's almost like disappointing news. So this person might communicate with you. You might be finding out, if some of you are waiting to hear back about like a job offer, if you've been in for an interview, or if you're hoping to get an interview, you might be either not hearing from them or getting news that you didn't get the job. And that's like kind of disappointing. For some of you, this also could apply to a home, where if you're trying to, you know, you put in an offer for a house, you might be finding out that you got outbid, or like turned down or something like that. For some of you too, I'm almost getting, because the Queen of Pentacles can be very maternal. So for some of you, there might be like a little bit of a family dispute. This could be between you and a sibling and like a mother figure, or like how to equitably divide up resources within a home or family unit. And you might be finding out that you're not getting, like perhaps like this person's not kind of like picking your side, so to speak. This person might be siding with a sibling, or just opting not to choose you in this circumstance, whatever this is. But there's like slightly disappointing news here. This is why I want to pull a clarifier. For some of you, you might be getting kind of like difficult communication, or like if you're maybe dealing with like a mother figure, you're estranged. I want to take these two. You could be, yeah, okay. You could be dealing with that, and it's just like a little disappointing. Excuse me. So coming out to clarify, we have the 7 of Swords reversed and the 3 of Cups reversed. This is why I feel like this could be with a friend who's in your immediate surroundings, your community, but this also could deal with a sibling where, like I said, it's like you, a sibling, and like a mother. There's 3 people involved in this situation. I do feel like this is largely family related, though it doesn't have to be. But there's like a thing where it's like you and someone else, and somebody has to pick. This is why another thing where it's like this could be about a job where it's between you and another candidate. So a choice has been made. I do feel like it's a choice that's going to be kind of a bummer, though, because the 3 of Cups is usually happiness, celebration, reconciliation, soul family, reunion, and it's reversed. But we also have the 7 of Swords, indicating that the truth is coming out here, right? Nothing is being hidden anymore. So for some of you, you know, if it's a situation where it's choosing between you and another person, you know, awarding something to multiple people, you're not getting picked for this thing. And that is a bit of a bummer. And there is, you know, with the Cups here, there's an emotional component to it as well as material. So, and I don't feel like it's a huge loss, but it's just like a bit disappointing. So I do want to kind of make note of that. They go like this, I think. There we go. I was like confusing myself. So I will say that that's the only kind of like meh thing going on this week. But if this is a job situation, this is actually a blessing in disguise, because you have this Knight of Swords in the 10th house. So your 10th house is your legacy, your status, you know, what you're known for, how the public sees you. This is why it's a career house as well. And it can point to your life purpose, because the cusp line of your 10th house usually is your midheaven. Not always, but most of the time, yeah. So you have the Knight of Swords here. I feel like something's finally moving forward in this area of your life. You're getting news, you're getting very fast movement, right? So this is like somebody's coming in hot, something's finally moving forward, and it's like they're showing me just like like this is finally happening. There's like an explosion that's kind of, you know, pushing this forward. Essentially the momentum of that explosion is like pushing forward this thing in your life. You might be traveling. For some of you, like I said, you know, you're getting either you or possibly a partner is getting a job offer elsewhere, and there's relocation involved. And this is moving quick. This news could be coming in from an air sign. But I do feel like this is very positive as well. Somebody could finally be moving forward with your idea in a work situation. You could have like submitted an idea months ago and thought that it was kind of like totally forgotten about, and you kind of just accepted it, and all of a sudden this could be like, you know, maybe your boss is like, hey, I stumbled across that proposal you submitted a long time ago. I don't know how I missed it, but that's actually the perfect solution. And then all of a sudden, bam, not only is your idea being taken seriously, but you're like leading the charge, right? You're put in charge of like the project, or you're leading a team for the first time. There's something where there's like a big bump here. I actually want to pull to clarify this. But this is very, very positive for you guys when it comes to this area of your life. You're being seen in a new capacity, a new perspective, because the 10th house is usually Capricorn's house. So this is very much like a boss. And, you know, you might be put in this leadership position. So to clarify, yeah, exactly. We have the Four of Cups and the Fool. No kidding. So again, you know, this is boredom, apathy, you know, sitting on the sidelines, and offers being made and it's just not being accepted, right? It's just not really being noticed for what it actually is. Excuse me. And so there's this level to which I feel like whatever this is, this has been the energy you've been in. Either like nobody's really been picking up what you've been putting down. Maybe if you're in the job market yourself, nothing has really looked like a good fit. Nothing has really kind of been worth your time. It's just like something's been stalled and stagnant and on pause for a while. And this is where I feel like, bam, now this is coming through with the Fool. We have some Aries energy here. Some people look at the Fool as Aquarius energy, so I'll throw both out there. So heavy Aquarius going on. But whatever's happening now, this is now an opportunity, like I'm hearing like an opportunity of a lifetime. This is going to start you off on a completely new journey in your life. It's going to be a total new experience for you. You're going to be in a new role. But I do feel like it's going to require a leap of faith. And a message I was just kind of getting while I was talking about this 2 seconds ago is there might be something where things are moving and they all of a sudden move very quickly. And you might be getting this offer. And I do feel like there's a little bit of hesitation and trepidation, especially where we have the 3 cups here, right? And then we have the 3 of cups over here. And we were just talking about that. So you might be kind of looking at this situation, and it might be impacting how you're viewing this situation, right? This could be if this is a job that you got turned down for, you could kind of be like, I don't know, it could have like put a little bit of a ding or a dent in your confidence, especially with that we're in this new moon in Leo energy right now. You could have kind of been like, I don't really know. I don't know if that's the right choice for me. Because whatever this is with the Fool energy, I do feel like this is coming out of left field. This, you know, if we're going with Aquarian energy, this could be ruled by Uranus. And so this is kind of like sharp left turn out of nowhere, right? It's requiring a leap of faith. And there might be something where due to this experience, you're kind of like, oh, I don't know, I'm not sure. This could be where, you know, maybe you got turned down for something, the other person got picked, but then you're offered something else. So like, let's say you applied for a job and it's between you and somebody else, right? Or like a promotion within your company that you already work for. If the other person got picked, it might be that your supervisor, your boss is like, all right, we did go with this other person for this position. However, there's a position we think you'd be better suited for. Now it does require, you know, that you relocate. It does require, excuse me, that you take on responsibilities that have not been part of your job description before, but we think you're a good candidate. Would you be willing to consider trying that, or coming in to interview for that, or, you know, things like that? Whatever this is, it's slightly outside of what you might normally do or like think to do. But your team really wants you to know, like, excuse me, this is moving very, very quickly, and this is something that you can put your faith and your trust in, right? This is going to require a leap of faith in yourself and in the universe. Again, I feel like you're going to be filling a new role. But this is setting you off on your destined path. This is helping you take the next steps toward your destined path. So obviously, please feel free to do what you think is best for you, but give this offer serious consideration when this comes through. For some of you, it's going to be that this offer, you might get turned down for this offer, but this offer is made, but you can't take steps forward on it for a while, where it's like, okay, we're going to, we went with the other candidate for this job, but we have another position that's opening up that we think you'd be a perfect fit for. The only thing is you got to sit tight for, 3 months, 6 months, and then, it begins. There's something where like there feels like a pause, there's stagnancy, and then boom, this new beginning just like takes over. And this might be where this was a conversation that happened, 3, 4, 6 months ago, and now it's finally taking off. But there's something where things are moving forward, and they're moving forward quickly now in some way, shape, or form, particularly when it comes to communication and actual like swift forward movement. So this is a really exciting week. I don't think I've seen a week looking this good for a while. I'm really stoked. I hope you guys have a wonderful week ahead. I hope it's happy, healthy, and incredibly blessed for you. I am wishing you guys the best, the brightest, the most beautiful things that life has to offer. Take care, love bugs. Bye.